Hi guys, welcome to Tinfoil Tuesdays. My name is Joanna. I'm a colon hydrotherapist at the Root Chakra inside South Bay Holistic Spa. I'm also a gut health expert and a certified natural health specialist. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys about alternatives to harmful mammograms. If you've been watching my tinfoils for a while, you will be very well versed on mammograms already and how dangerous they are for you. But just kind of a quick overview. I did this was like my second or my third tinfoil actually, but if you didn't know, mammograms are actually banned in a lot of countries. Pretty much all of Europe has them banned. And if you think about it, so mammograms actually cause breast cancer. And let me explain to you how and why. But your breast tissue is very sensitive. And when you do a mammogram, you're squeezing the breast inside two plates. And so you're traumatizing it, and then you're radiating it. So what do you think is going to happen when you're traumatizing this sensitive tissue and then applying direct radiation to this squeezed, thinned out, well, as I said, traumatized tissue? It's going to, it can actually create some deformed cells. And so mammograms are very sensitive. What happens if they believe that you have a some kind of a lump? They'll send you in for a biopsy, and when they do that, they remove a piece of the lump, tumor growth, whatever it may be, to test it. And so now again, you're traumatizing the breast even further. I believe something anywhere as high from like 85 to 90% of biopsies turn back negative, and then I think even a higher percentage than that develop breast cancer after the biopsies. So just to kind of put into perspective, every time you're going in for a mammogram, you're putting yourself at a higher risk for getting breast cancer. These studies are out there, the data is out there. You can look it up for yourself. Google mammograms cause breast cancer. You will find a plethora of information out there. It's pretty ridiculous that this is still the standard and pretty much the only diagnostic tool for breast cancer that insurance will cover, that they consider preventative. And it's really ironic because mammograms don't prevent anything. They're looking for something that is already there. So it's not a preventive service whatsoever. But alternatives to mammograms. So I wanted to talk to you guys about this today because I just experienced this yesterday. I went in for my first thermography, and if you don't know what thermography is, it's like a thermal scan of the body. So if you imagine night vision goggles, right, you see the heat like red, blue, green, yellow, etc. And so it's scanning the body. You don't only have to do it on the breast. You can do a full body thermography if you want to see other areas in your body that may be at risk, or you can detect any kind of pain. You can actually, what I thought was super cool about this that I didn't know, your lymph nodes will actually show up on a mammogram. And so you can actually see if you're detoxing properly, if your lymph fluid is moving properly, which I thought was the coolest thing. And so it's not, it's a super easy, quick process. She had me stand up with my hands. She took a frontal picture to the side, to the other side, and back. And that was it. There's no radiation whatsoever. It was the easiest thing in the world. I would highly recommend it to anybody who needs any kind of screening, especially breast screening, because it has no radiation. You do have to pay out of pocket for it because most insurances won't cover. But you know, if you have a flexible spending account or a health savings account, you can definitely apply it towards that. If you want to go through your insurance and you don't want to get the radiation from a mammogram, you do have the right to opt for either an ultrasound or an MRI without a contrast dye. And I do encourage you to explore those options with your physician if you know, this is something that's coming up for you. So yeah, that's kind of all that I wanted to go over today, and how excited I was about this screening tool, and that you guys should look into it if you've never heard of it. And if you've had experience with it in the past, let me know. I'm really curious to see what your experience was like. Mine was super positive. And this woman that I went to has, she does clinics quarterly up here in the Bay Area, but she's in Southern California mostly, and we're frequently. So if you guys are interested, she does this throughout the entire state. Let me know, and I can connect you guys and refer you. But it was very cool. So if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below, and I will see you next Tuesday for our next info. Have a good night, you guys. Bye-bye.